Hi everyone, I want to welcome us to the second day. Who is excited? I want to welcome you especially to the second day of this training. The second day, the second section, of this training, social media mastery for business, social media mastery for small business owners in Nigeria. So who is excited? So if you've not watched section 1, the part 1 of this training, please kindly pause this video, hit the link in the comment section or the description box. I have dropped a link to the first training. So I've dropped the link to the first training. You need to go back, take that training first because there are some exercises I dropped there. We built your foundation, okay? So, and it is very important you take the exercise I actually dropped in that video before you can dive into section 2, okay? It is very important, all right? So go ahead, pause this video, go back to the first video and finish up, then come back to us. If you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Queen Sharon Matthew. I drop trainings like this and even more on this channel, okay? If you're a social media manager, aspiring social media manager, you're a business owner, you're a digital marketer, or you're aspiring to become a digital marketer, I drop trainings that can actually help you grow on this platform, on this channel, okay? So do well to hit the subscription button and subscribe, turn on your notification bell and like this video and share to your loved ones, all right? So don't keep this video to yourself. Don't keep this training to yourself. Share it with as many that will need it, all right? Okay, guys, so let's dive into today's training. So if you were in section 1, by now you would have been done with setting up your 2 platform and your conversion platform, which I called WhatsApp business. So you'd have been done with that setup, and also setting up your WhatsApp catalog to actually showcase your business. So in the first section, we built your foundation, a professional setup across all the platforms you chose. Remember, like I said, 2 platforms first and 1 conversion platform. It's good for now, for a start, right? In today's training, we're going to be answering the kind of question that keep Nigerian business owners stuck. All right. So if you're excited, drop yes in the comment section right now. So the first question you might ask, what exactly should I post that will make people buy my product? Because let's be honest, you can post all day, but if nobody's buying your product, you are just doing a digital decoration. So by the end of this section, you will have a proven content formula that sells, a 30-day content calendar template, caption formula you can copy and paste, and a free tool to create content in a minute. Ready? If you're ready, come on, drop. Let's get the money in the comment section. Go ahead and type, let's get the money in the comment section. I am so excited already, and I don't know why, but I'm super, super excited. Just like I did in the first section, okay? I have structured this training into 7 parts, okay? We have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, and part 6, okay? We're going to be taking them one after the other, step by step, okay? So that you can easily understand, so that you can actually understand. You understand, even if you're a beginner or you're already you're already a guru on this online space, this training is going to really help you. It's going to help you as a beginner. It's going to help you as someone who is looking for more knowledge. All right. So let's dive into part 1. So part 1, we're going to be looking at why your content isn't converting. All right. Now, before I give you the formula, let me show you why most content fail. Why do most content actually fail? So I'll be giving you some few reasons, some few mistakes, all right, that makes a lot of content actually fail when it comes to when it comes to the business of online. The first mistake is we are posting like a catalog. Now let me give you an example. Let's say I'm into shoes and bags, for ladies, and here is a shoe and here is a cap. Right? Let's assume this is a shoe I sell, okay? And guess what? I want to sell this shoe and I posted ladies heel shoe, size 38 to size 42. 15,000 naira. Available in red, black, blue. Send me a DM. That is so boring. No emotion. No reason to care. That is not content. That is a price list. That is not a content. Now compare that to this. Okay. Now let's say, let me take my cap again. So let's say, of course, we're assuming this is a shoe. Yeah. And I'm about to sell the shoe. And I say something like, and I'm like, I wore these heels to my friend's birthday party yesterday, and trust me, my foot then hurt. Not even once. These are the shoes every Lagos woman needs. Comfortable enough for 12 hours Owambe, but stylish enough to get compliments all night. Available in red, black, and blue. I went on to say size 38 to 42, 15,000 naira. Who is getting theirs this weekend? Did you see the difference? The second one tells a story, solves a problem, and creates desire. Let's be sincere. Who would you buy from? From the first person or the second person? The second person that tells the story. Trust me, people love story. People love to hear stories. So now let's dive into mistake number 2. Now, mistake number 2, you're selling all the time. Every post is buy this, buy that. All the time. People would tune out. Now think about this. When you're scrolling Instagram, do you stop for art or interesting content? Because your answer is no. So the rule of the game is this. Sell only 20% of the time, but give value 80% of the time. So it's the 80/20 rule. I did a video about the 80/20 rule, yeah, and then somebody saw it and was like, Sharon, I think I love that training, and trust me, I started doing it. It's just that I'm not consistent doing it, but trust me, it is working. It will work. It will work. It's a strategy that you need to understand. You need to not just understand it, but actually to implement it. So now let's dive into mistake number 3. Your content has no strategy. Most business today post randomly. On Monday, product photo. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, motivational quotes. Thursday, nothing. Friday, sales post. No pattern, no plan, no results. But today, we're going to be fixing that with a content strategy. So next, we're going to be diving into part 2. We've just finished part 1. Yeah, so now we are diving into part 2, and in part 2 we're going to be looking at what we call the 5 content pillar system, and I'm going to be sharing with you the exact content framework that works for Nigerian business owners, and I call it the 5 content pillar system. So every post you create should fit into one of those 5 categories. So first we're going to be diving into pillar 1, and pillar 1 is educational content. Okay, and it carries 35% of your content. Now, this is a kind of content that teaches something valuable, okay, related to your product or services. Now, you might ask, Sharon, why does this work? Now, here's why it works. It builds trust and authority. Secondly, it gets saved and shared. Free promotion. Thirdly, it attracts ideal customers. Now, let me give you an example by industries. Okay, let's take, for instance, a fashion business. As a fashion business owner, you can say something like, here are 5 ways to style one Ankara dress for different occasions. Secondly, you could say something like, here is how you can actually take care of your ashoke without ruining it. Thirdly, you can say something like, body shape guide. Which dress cut flatters your figure? Now, for a food business owner, you can say something like, here are 3 signs your jollof rice will turn out perfect. You can also say something like, here is how to keep puff puff soft and fresh for 3 days. Or you could say something like, meal preparation tips for business, for Lagos business owners. Now, for a service business provider, like a makeup artist, you could say something like, how to make your makeup last through Lagos hits. Or you could say something like, 5 foundation mistake ruining your beats. And you could say something like, flawless makeup application. And one tip I want you to learn today is, always end every educational post with a call to action. You could say something like, do you want a professional help with this? send me a DM. So next we're going to be diving into pillar 2, and pillar 2 is your behind the scene. This carries 25% of your content. So always show the human side of your business. People buy from people, not logos. Now, you might ask, what do you show for your behind the scenes? How many of us watching this video have actually come across my behind the scenes moment? Yeah. Of course, you can check this. In fact, check this video. I'm going to be dropping my behind the scene. So you see, so you can actually recreate after that and see how to actually put a behind the scene together. Okay. What do you show for your behind the scene? Number 1, your workspace, your production process. Secondly, packaging orders. Thirdly, if you have team members, show them. And you could show a day in your business life. You could also show how products are being made and quality checks. Now, let me give you an example of actually a caption you can use. If you're a food business owner, steal this one, steal this caption, steal this one. Okay. Now you can say something like 5 a.m. at Tola's kitchen. Meal preparation for today's 15 order. And you could say something like, this is what made fresh daily actually looks like. No frozen food here, just real food made with love. And a lot of early mornings. Order yours for tomorrow. Now, if you're a fashion designer, go ahead and steal this one. Behind every perfect dress is a lot of unpicking and resewing. This is the third time I'm adjusting the sleeve because I want it perfect for my client. This is why we don't rush orders. Quality takes time. Now, why does this work? It builds emotional connection between you and your audience. It shows quality and care. It also justifies your prices and creates authenticity for your brand. Now, let me give you a real world example. How many of us know Vicky James? I love that lady. Do you know why? Vicky James she shares the process of how she makes her dresses. She shares the process from the scratch. She shares her entire process from the scratch to the finish, from first sketch to final fittings, and her followers feel invested in each dress. So when she finally reveals the finished product, people are already emotionally connected. So let's dive into the third pillar where we'll be looking at what we call the social proof. And this social proof should take 20% of your content. But this is your trust building content. Get that. Nigerian buyers are skeptical, so show them proof. Now you might ask, Sharon, what are the kind of social proof I can actually post? Number 1 is customer testimonials, screenshot reviews, video testimonials, WhatsApp chat screenshot with permission. Secondly, before and after. Before and after of weight loss, maybe for a fitness brand. Skin transformation for beauty brands. Space transformation for interior designers. Revenue growth for business services. And thirdly, user-generated content. Show customers wearing your product. You can show customers at your restaurant or customer using your service. So number 4 of the kind of social proof you can actually post is numbers and milestones. For instance, 500 satisfied customers. Secondly, 2,000 orders delivered. Thirdly, 5 years in business. I'll be sharing a caption formula with you. So go ahead and write it down where you have your customer name, their words, why you do what you do, and your call to action. Now, let me give us a real world example. How many of us know Arami Essential? They repost customer skin transformations. Now, each repost can bring 5 to 10 or even more new customers because people see real results and not just marketing claims. So now let's dive into pillar 4. And pillar 4, we're going to be looking at engagement and community. Okay, and this carries 15% of your content. These are content designed to start conversation and build community. Now, what are the types of engagement you can actually create? Number 1 is questions. You could say something like, for a fashion designer, you could say something like, which color should we restock? Red or green? Drop your votes in the comment section. Now, or you could say something like, what is your biggest trouble with the problem you solve now? If you're a digital marketer, if you are a food vendor, if you are a makeup artist. So what do you say? You ask the question based on what you actually solve. Okay. So next, for food vendors, you could say something like, jollof rice, should we add vegetable or not? Drop your votes in the comment section. That sounds interesting, yeah? So the next type of conversation you can actually drive is using polls and quiz, yeah, via Instagram stories. Something like this or that. I think Facebook too has something like that. Yeah, I think Facebook has a poll you can actually create. You could say something like this or that, or guess the price of this, or something like true or false. Okay. The next kind of conversation engagement you can actually drive is something like fill in the gap. Okay. For example, you could say something like, my favorite thing about Lagos is da 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 dash. You understand me? Or something like, or for fashion business owners, you could say something like, I can't live without dash da 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 dash in my wardrobe. The next kind of engagement post is relatable humor, like memes related to posting memes related to your industry, or funny observations, or light-hearted complaints customer relates to. Yeah, so let me give you an example of a reward. Yeah, so you could write something like, POV, you've been saving for that bag for the past 3 months and it finally arrives. And then you can show maybe a video or happy unboxing. Then you can write something like, tag someone who needs this feeling. Now, why does customer engagement matters? Instagram algorithm rewards posts with comment. So more engagement equals more reach and more customers. So now let's dive into pillar 5, the last on our list. And pillar 5 is your sales and promotion. And this carries just 5% of your content. So yes, just 5%. But these posts are direct conversion focused. Okay. So now when do you use them? Number 1, when a new product is launched. Number 2, when you have flash sales. Number 3, holiday promotions. Number 4, when you have limited offers. And then the last one is when you have end of stock clearance. Now the question is, how do you make them convert? Number 1 way is use urgency. Something like only 5 spots left, or 48-hour flash sales, or something like until midnight today. Secondly, use scarcity. Something like limited edition, or something like won't restock till December. Or you can use a word like only 10 pieces available. Now the third one is call to action. You can use a word like send I want it to our WhatsApp number. Or something like first 10 to DM me gets free order, free delivery service. Or you could say click the link in bio to order. Now let me give you a sales post formula. Okay, so go ahead and copy what is on your screen right now. Okay, now go ahead and write the formula showing on your screen. All right, attention grabbing opening, what you're selling, why they need it now, offer stroke discount, urgency element, and finally call to action. So use this formula to create any form of content you want to create. Okay, so let me give you a real world example, okay, from this formula I just shared with you. All right, you could do, Lagos ladies, listen up. You could say something like, our best-selling heels is back in stock. Something like the one that sold out in 2 days last time. Comfortable plus affordable plus gorgeous equal the perfect wedding guest show. You could say something like special offer, order today and get free delivery to anywhere in Lagos, anywhere in Abuja, or depending on your location, but only for the first 20 orders. Size 8 to 42 available. Price is now 5,000 naira, but it was 8,000 naira. Send here to your number now before it gets sold out. Next, we're going to be diving into the third part. So we're going to be looking at the 30 days content calendar templates in this third section. Okay, so we have just covered we've just covered part 1, we've covered part 2, and now we are in part 3. Yeah, and we'll be looking at the content calendar template. Okay, now let's make this practical. Okay. So now I'll be giving you a plug and play weekly content structure. So let's start with Monday. Monday is motivation plus education. Start the week with inspiring plus useful content. For example, new week, new opportunities. Here's how to solve maybe your customer problem. Okay. So for Tuesday, behind the scenes. So show your process, workspace, or team. For example, a video of you packing orders or creating products. So for Wednesday, your Wednesday can be customer spotlight. Share testimonials, reviews, or user-generated content. For example, you could say something like, meet Amaka. Here's what she said about us. Now for Thursday, engagement post. Ask a question or create a poll. For example, which color should we bring back? Vote below. So for Friday, product feature and mini sales. So highlight a specific product with weekend or offer. For example, weekend special, 15% of all order above 10K. So for Saturday, educational tips. Share valuable industry knowledge. If you're a fashion designer, you could say something like, Saturday styling tip, how to accessorize a simple dress. For Sunday, you can rest or do a light engagement. You could post something like inspirational quotes, fun meme, or you could take that and out to rest. So for example, Sunday vibe, relax and recharge. See you tomorrow. So for your Instagram story schedule, for morning, you can say good morning plus quick tip motivation. Secondly, your afternoon could be behind the scenes of your product. And thirdly, evening, and that's where your poll question comes in. Now, ninth, your ninth should be reminder of availability, okay, or new post announcement. Now, here's an important tips I want you to take note of. Batch create your content. Set aside 2 to 3 hours every Saturday or Sunday to create the whole week content, then post daily. So now let's dive into part 4, and part 4 is your caption, writing made easy. So let me give you a copy and paste caption formula you can actually use. Formula 1. Problem, solution, and call to action. Identify your customer problem. Explain how you can solve it. Thirdly, tell them what to do next. For example, if you're a food business owner, you could say something like, are you tired of ordering food and it arrives cold? Say something like, at Toulouse Kitchen, we use thermal packaging and deliver within 30 minutes max. Your meal arrives hot and fresh, guaranteed. So now the second formula, story lesson offer. Share a relatable story. Share what you learned and make an offer. So go ahead and write this formula already. Now let me give us a real world example. Okay, so last week a bride called me and in tears. Her makeup artist cancelled before 24 hours to her wedding. I dropped everything I was doing and got someone to do it for her. And she looked absolutely stunning on her big day. Now what is the lesson here? Always book a reliable makeup artist who will not disappoint you. So now let's move to the third formula. Go ahead and write the formula showing on your screen. Attention grabbing first line. Secondly, provide valuable tips or information. And thirdly, clear call to action. Now let me give us a real world example. Your small shop is sweet, like very, very sweet, yeah? But no one is buying it. Now let me show you why. Number 1, your packaging looks amateur. Number 2, no clear menu or price list. Number 3, you are not showing customer reviews. Number 4, no easy way to order. So now let me share with you a caption writing tips, okay? Number 1, start strong. First line must grab attention because they see this before clicking more. Secondly, use line breaks. Number 3, add emojis, but don't overdo it. 3 to 5 marks is okay for a post. The next is always include call to action. Tell people exactly what to do next. Write like you're talking with your friend, like you're gisting with your friend. Go ahead and write this hashtag strategy, okay? Always use 5 to 10 hashtags at once. Always place hashtag at the end of your comment, your captions. Okay, so place hashtags at the end of your comment or first comment. So next we'll be diving into part 5. Yeah, we have seen part 1, we have seen part 2, part 3, part 4, and next is part 5. In part 5, we're going to be looking at free content creation tools, okay, for your business. You don't need expensive equipment or software. Okay, now here's what I use. For graphics, I use Canva. Okay, so go to canva.com. Okay, Canva has free template for everything. You can also see Instagram posts, stories, and flyers on Canva, and tons of Nigerian theme templates. I use PixLab. All right, go ahead and download the app. It helps you add text to photos easily. And for editing of videos, I use CapCut. This is best for video editing. Easy to learn. Now, I'll be dropping a free CapCut training in the comment section or in the caption of this training, okay? So go ahead and click on it and learn. Even if you're a beginner or you've been far in the business, I know you're going to gain a lot of tips. Testimonies have been coming about it, okay? I've had a couple of persons who watch the training tell me how much they get, how much value they got from it. So it is beginner friendly. Whether you're a beginner or probably you're old in this game, it's something I crafted step by step. Okay. Secondly, InShots. So it is a quick editing tool as well you can actually use on phone. And for captions, I use ChatGPT. So when you're stuck for caption ideas, you can ask AI. You can say something like, "Hi ChatGPT, give me 5 caption ideas for a fashion business post about new arrivals." And ChatGPT will generate it for you instantly. For scheduling, I use Meta Business Suite for my clients. And it is totally free, okay? It helps you to schedule your content, all right? Your both Facebook and Instagram, you can actually, once your accounts are actually connected together, you can actually use Meta Business Suite to, what do you call it? I'm feeling sleepy. This is about 11 p.m. So, but I need to finish this training. So it helps you to schedule your Instagram and Facebook post ahead of time. And then WhatsApp Web. I've never used WhatsApp Web before, but you can try it out. I know it can help you manage business from your computer. Now for content ideas. Number 1, answer the public. See what people are looking for. Secondly, your competitors' page. You can get inspiration from them, but don't copy. Okay. Thirdly, Google Trends. So you can search for what's trending in Nigeria. Now here are some important tips I want you to learn. Your phone camera is enough. You don't need iPhone 15. Most phones today take great photos if you follow these rules. Number 1, natural lighting. Near window, or you can take a picture close to the window or outside. Secondly, a clean background. Maybe say a plain wall or a simple setup. Thirdly, multiple angles. Take 10 photos, pick 2 best from them. Edit slightly. Your brightness, contrast, don't overdo them. Okay, so next we'll be diving into part 6. Okay, so here in part 6 we're going to be looking at action steps and homeworks. So here is what I want you to do, and it's a must. Okay, number 1, create 7 posts using the 5 content pillars system we just spoke about, 1 for each day. Number 2, write caption using the formula I gave to you. Number 3, schedule them in Meta Business Suite. Number 4, post at least 2 pieces of content before tomorrow. Here are my bonus for you to take home. Okay, number 1, ask 3 customers for testimonials or review. Okay, secondly, create a highlight cover for each pillar. Thirdly, film 3 behind the scenes clips. Now here is where people fail. They wait for perfect content, but then done is better than perfect. So post something today. So the next section, we're going to be covering customer acquisition. All right, how to get customers without paid ads. None of them matters if you don't have consistent content. So if you have any question, go ahead and drop it in the comment section, or my WhatsApp link is here. My WhatsApp link is actually attached to this to the text post, to the description box. You can click on it and send me your questions. So finally, content is currency in this digital age. Okay, the more valuable content you create, the more trust you build. So the more trust you build, the more sales you make. Look at any successful Nigerian business owner today online. Companies like Paystack, Piggyvest, Zaron, Flutterwave, they all share one thing: consistent, valuable content. So you now have the exact system, but the question is, will you use it? So if you're committed to posting consistent, valuable content from today, I want you to drop "yes, I am" in the comment section. So I'll see you in the third section where we turn this content into actually customers and sales. Don't forget to like this video, turn on the notification bell, and share to your friends and loved ones.